Hey there, y'allsies, it's Kirsten. I'm back! Sorry I haven't filmed in forever. This might be weird saying this now, because I filmed this other video asking you guys, like, for ideas, for videos, because I'm totally just like, my river runs dry in my brain. Kelsey and I have, like, no idea what to film. It's rough. So anyway, I don't know, I said in my other video, like, sorry I haven't filmed in such a long time, so that's gonna be awkward if I put that up, and then I put this up, and then it's like, sorry I haven't filmed in forever, but I just put up a video yesterday. Anyway, whatever. So, I'm going to talk about jealousy in ballet. I think I've gotten a few requests on this, so I had just kind of forgotten about it, and then I was like, duh, I can do a video on that, so that's what I'm doing. I've had a lot of experience with that, especially when I was younger. I used to get really jealous all the time of people who, I don't know, like they would get more attention from the teachers, and maybe it was just me being in denial, but I was like, oh, they're not better than me, why are they getting so much attention? And of course, like, I think everyone thinks that. They'd like to think they're the best, but, oh, and forgive me if this is going to turn into a really rambly thing, because I didn't really plan, like, a little outline of what I was going to say, which I usually do, but it turns out rambly anyway, so sorry about that. But I'm just going to tell you as much as I know about it and give you advice, because now I feel like I'm at a really good place, and maybe it's just because I'm more mature because I'm 18 opposed to 14 or 15 whenever. I used to have a lot of jealousy towards other people in my class, and I think one of the things that helped me through it the most is trying to kind of befriend those people I was jealous of, because then it helped me to see them more as like friends and colleagues and be more happy for them, opposed to so jealous and like never being on their side and always just being like, I hope they fail. I mean, I never really thought that, and to be honest, I mean, my jealousy was never that bad when I was younger, but I dealt with it like here and there, especially at summer intensives. I'd get so frustrated but I was mostly frustrated at myself for like not being the best, not like frustrated because I thought people like didn't deserve the attention they got. So, I mean, I think most of my jealousy was reasonable. It wasn't like me being in denial, like I'm better than them, if that's making any sense. I know a lot of people have jealousy issues, and for good reasons. Like, I think my studio was okay about it, but I know a lot of people come from studios where the teachers are like really unfair, or they'll kind of dote on one or two students and then just ignore the rest. And I know that's extremely frustrating. But like I said, I think befriending the people who you're jealous of, or as best as you can. I know sometimes you can't be friends with everyone. Maybe they're just really not nice or something, but then you can, I guess, look at it you know, from the point of, wow, they're really not nice people, so they won't be happy later in life when no one wants to be their friend. So you could see it from that point too. It's like, well, that kind of sucks for them because no one likes them. Except the teacher, obviously. Yeah, whew. Anyway, I'm already getting like, woo, you know, not very focused, but I'm just telling you another tip I have is, people always say, just focus on yourself, just focus on yourself, and it's just like, come on, sometimes I can't do that, and I know that's also frustrating, but over time I actually learned how to do that. It was hard, but it took focusing more on what the teacher was saying and what they're trying to teach all of us to focus more on myself, because I used to just, you know, look at other people who would get corrections or like good job or whatever, and I would forget that their corrections were for all of us, and I would just think, oh, they're just telling it to that person, they're the favorite, whatever. But like now, instead of seeing it like that, like I think even if the correction isn't for everyone, I take it for myself, and instead of, you know, saying, oh, they're just focusing on that person, I take even their correction and I trying to apply it on myself, and even if I didn't think I really needed that, I'm just constantly like focusing on myself and scanning myself, reviewing everything to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to improve, and just, you know, reviewing every single aspect of my dancing, and making sure it's all in the right place. Not perfect, because it'll never be perfect, but, you know, like I'm not forgetting about anything, or I'm not like lazy about something, or saying, oh, that's okay, like I don't struggle with that so much. I'm always like, even if I'm not struggling with something, I still focus on it to make it even better, because I've learned that it's not enough to just be like comfortable with something. I've learned that if you're comfortable with it, why not make it a real asset to yourself? Like if I'm comfortable with turns, which I'm not, but let's pretend I am. If I'm comfortable with turns, I don't want to just be comfortable. Why not shoot for doing like 4 pirouettes every single time? Then it's a real asset to me, and it's like a very strong point for me. And then people say, oh, she's a turner, and then you'll get more attention. So that's just, I'm trying to connect back to my old point, but that's just how you can put some of the attention back on yourself, and just kind of absorb yourself so much in improving and listening and learning that you don't even have enough brain space to focus on if this person's getting more attention, because you're almost tricking your brain and pretending that all the attention is for yourself. You're using their corrections, and then you're becoming a better dancer because you're applying more corrections than anyone else. So there you go. Those are some of the things that have helped me, and I don't know if I'm explaining it too well, but I mean, the 2 things I'd say that has helped me the most is learning to see them more as people, the people who I would be jealous of, and friends and colleagues, and if not, just saying, oh, well, they're not very nice, so they'll never have any friends. It makes me feel better. Sorry if that sounds like bad, but you know, it helps, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, hopefully. And then the other, of course, like just becoming more focused on myself in a healthy way, not becoming like self-obsessed or just selfish or too self-absorbed, you know, in a way of corrections, like taking everyone's corrections and just applying them to myself so I improve more. And then I don't even have time to think about if other people are getting more attention. So I'm sure there's more I could think of, because I actually answered an email on this one time to a subscriber, and I spent a long time typing everything out, and I had a few good points, but that's all I can remember. Another side of it is that you might not just be angry or jealous of the student that's getting a lot of attention. A lot of my anger, whenever I used to be a little bit jealous, was geared towards the teacher for having a favorite. That just like made me so angry, and I would get so frustrated, because it's like, what can you do to change the teacher? And the truth is, there's really not much you could do at all. I mean, you could have your parents talk to them, or you can even talk to them and say, like, how you're having issues, and how you're having issues with jealousy, and that it's really becoming a problem for you, and you just feel like the attention isn't divided equally, and it's just, you know, becoming too distracting for you. And another thing is that my advice is just take class for what it is and be happy for yourself. You don't need the teacher's gratification to be happy, and you don't need their attention to be proud of yourself, because you should be able to look at yourself in the mirror and see your improvement, and just you should be proud that you could do, you know, jump a little higher every day, or get your leg a little bit higher, or maybe do an extra pirouette. And you know, it's not like that every day. I know it's hard because sometimes you have bad days or off classes, but you know, if you really work hard, you'll improve, and you should be able to have gratification for yourself because you're doing well. Hey guys, sorry if this is weird and out of place, but I was just editing this video, and I felt like I only addressed the side of jealousy that is geared more towards, like, well, it's still geared towards this other person that you're jealous of, but it's because of like the teacher giving them attention. And I felt like I totally neglected the other side of jealousy that could be like towards a person because they're more naturally gifted towards ballet, which is something I've struggled with a lot. So I can't believe I forgot about that whole side of jealousy, because I used to be so jealous of people who had like perfect bodies. I'd just be like so frustrated, like, why can't I be like them? And it's so easy for them because they naturally have turnout and feet, so everything just looks better on them, and I'd get so frustrated until I finally realized that, I mean, of course maybe they have it a little easier, but everyone has their struggles, and maybe maybe like they can't be as strong as I can because their feet are like too archy or something. Maybe they have weaknesses just as much as I do, and maybe it'll take a little bit more work on my part to dance like them, or I'll never look like them, because you just have to realize that you are the way you are, and you can change certain aspects a little bit. Like, you can improve turnout, you can improve your feet, but not all of us are going to be like Svetlana Zakharova or anything. And I used to just be so frustrated with that until I realized I can only be the best that I can be, and I shouldn't waste my time getting frustrated about it and jealous of other people who are how I want to be, because it's just like I said, a waste of time and emotion and energy. Like, I would just get myself so worked up and upset because it's just like, I can't be like them, I can't be how I want to be. But then I realized you just have to say to yourself, all I can do is be the best for me. And once you start to improve yourself, hopefully improve, all the aspects that you were maybe not that pleased with, you'll see that you could just let go of the other people you're jealous of and just be proud of yourself for how far you've come. And I know it'll get you very far if you just let that go and focus on yourself, like I said before. But I just wanted to add this in because, I used to be jealous of people more for that than attention they got from the teachers. I would just be frustrated because I was like, oh, I can't be like them. So I just wanted to address that. And so the point is, just be the best you can be, not someone else's best, because they're not you, you're not them, and you can't be each other. So there you have it. Insert back to old clip. Bye. I really wish I could go on and talk about this more, because I feel like there's more to be said, but I guess I just don't have enough experience with it to know that much. But those are the things that have helped me. Please comment down below saying what has helped you, if you have any other sort of advice, because I think this is something very important to deal with if it's a problem for you, because it can also really prohibit you as a dancer if you're just constantly focused on other people or just jealous all the time or angry. It, takes a lot of the focus off of you and your improvement. So I just hope that you guys can, take care of this, and hopefully my tips have helped you so that you can move on and just let the jealousy go, because it's a very hard thing, but I think as you mature it just goes away, and then you become more happy for people rather than just jealous all the time. So I guess that's all I have to talk about now, but I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!